Kuzampulam. Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this online Ayurveda and Yoga workshop, Embassy of India, Thimphu, ICCR's Nehru Wangchuk Culture Center. I'm yoga teacher KVSSN Murthy here. My sincere prides to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties in the whole Bhutan. So, coming recitation is from the Patanjali Yoga Sutras, second chapter, saying that Yoganga Nusthanat Asuddhi Kshaye Jnana Deeptihi Viveka Kyatehe. It's saying that through the practice of 8 limbs of yoga, so anyone can easily get overcome the impurities and also getting the wisdom and enduring capacity to make distinctions in their Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. These are 8 limbs. So Yama, Niyama means it's a individual conduct as well as social conduct. Asana means physical fitness and postures and yoga postures and everything, as well as pranayam is a practice of breathing and breathe out to control the mind and its activities. Pratyahar, again, it's a kind of alternative for the mind to pull the mind into the spiritual practices, as well as dharana, staying in a single thought for more time. Dhyan means meditation, and samadhi is nothing but a nirvana. So these are the 8 limbs which are very important and beneficial to everyone, so anyone can easily practice to reach the spiritual upliftment. So coming to the simple protocols of the COVID, please try to always follow the proper physical safe proper distancing, as well as try to do not touch any kind of surfaces when you are going outside, and use one mask or 2 masks, or please use facial total face covers. It will cover your ears also. As well as try to follow the hand hygiene and respiratory hygiene, and use warm water for throat gargling. You can add turmeric and salt, or you can add triphala, or you can add estimadu for this throat gargling, as well as Anutaila and Shadbindu Taila, 2 important Ayurveda oils to installing inside the nostrils. It will balance the what we call phlegm. So especially when you are going outside, please install this Ayurveda preparations. As well as if it is not available in your home, you can add coconut oil or even cow ghee also. It may work. So as well as steam inhalation, in a day 3 to 4 times steam inhalation may recommended. So every time you can use plain steam inhalation, or you can use ajwain seed oil, as well as you can add eucalyptus oil also. So every day 6 to 8 hours sleep required, 1 more hour may required if you are more active in front of the systems and the screens, especially in the afternoons before your lunch hour. Please see the possibilities to take 1 hour, at least half an hour power nap. Every day morning and evening exercise also very important, so include back bending exercises, as well as include inverted postures also. So today's our important 2 Ayurveda practices are, so one is close. One is close, as we know that this is what we called lavang. So this also called as Deva Kusuma in Sanskrit. It's a because of its antibacterial properties and combinative properties and antifungal properties, as well as it is also good in the immunity management also. Especially because of this antibacterial properties and anti-pain properties, you can use this simple lavang oil or lavang for the tooth pain, as well as to control the pain inside the abdomen also. But dosages are very important, so take proper notes from the yoga teachers or the people who knows about this Ayurvedic preparatives. So here it is also good to control the cholera, especially when you are suffering from the diarrhea. So try to know how to use this cloves with adding of milk or with the adding of water. Very simple and effective home remedy. So the second preparation is called lasun. Lasun, what we know, lagu lasun or garlic. It's also very important. So because of illicin, the chemical, the smell is very pungent and very strong smell, but it's also very good for your skin complexion. It's also called as anti-aging drug and hair strengthener, and this is also good for the cough and asthma management, and it will improve the vision, and it will relieve the hiccups. When you are suffering from the hiccups, just try to take one petal of clove and chew well, and after that drink a small amount of water. So especially today's our preparation is Lagu Lasuna Kshira Paka or Lasuna Kshira Paka, means the simple preparation: take 1 or 2 cloves and make paste and like boil in the hot water plus milk also. At a time you can pour milk and hot water, so equal proportions. So try to properly boil this lasoon and wait for some time till it will reach the decoction stage. Then after that try to take it out and properly filter and use morning once and evening once, especially in management of asthma, in management of phlegm related disorders. So it's also good to control vata dosha, internal wind imbalance. Also good to control, good to create good balance inside the intestines. It's also prevent the constipation. Very simple application. Lasuna Kshira Paka. Lasuna means cloves, Kshira means milk, Paka means it's a combination. It's a combination of boiling point. So tomorrow, like on Monday, when we are meeting at the same point in the Ayurveda, we will see more applications. Like, let's join to the yoga class now. And sun salutation is our regular practices. So very simple and very effective remedy to keeping your body warm up, as well as to give strengthening to your whole body also through these simple exercises. So if you have traditional belief, by chanting this mantras and bijakshras, you can follow, or you can just follow the physical exercises. Let's begin with the mantra chanting. So take a long, slow, deep inhalation and exhalation. Then after that, very slowly lift your both the arms up, called Hasta Uttanasana, from the Pranamasana, Kailasha Mudra. Then slowly bring them together towards the chest, called Anahata Pranamasana. And here mantra chanting and bijakshara in this sloka. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapi Hitam Mukham Tatvam Pushan Apavrunu Satya Dharmaya Drustaye. Om Hram Hrim Hrum Hraim Hraum Raha Mitra Ravi Surya Bhanu Kagapushna Hiranya Garbha Maricha Aditya Savitra Arka Bhaskaraya Namaha. Then stretch your both the arms forward for Hasta Uttanasana. Once pull yourself up. From there slightly put a back bend called Hasta Uttanasana to Ardha Chandrasana or Ardha Chakrasana. Then slowly keep your body straight. Then very slowly keep your body bending forward towards the floor, called Pada Hastasana. But when you have blood pressure issues or lower back issues or neck issues, avoid the forward bends. Then after this posture, right leg must be your back leg, called Asva Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. And back leg should be straight before going to next posture, called Dandasana, and slowly join your forward leg to back leg, called balancing stance, Dandasana or Santulanasana. Then very slowly bend the body forward towards the floor, called Ashtanga Namaskarasana. Then slowly push your body up like a lifted head cobra, called Cobra posture, Bhujangasana. Few seconds stay. Then from here go to the Parvatasana, mountain triangular posture. Then slowly right leg must be your forward leg, called Asva Sanchalanasana, horse riding posture. And back leg straight on the toes and back leg knee up against the gravity. Then slowly join your back leg to the forward leg, called Pada Hastasana. Then slowly lift your both the arms and body and head at a time in a single line, called Hasta Uttanasana. Then once pull yourself up, from there slightly put a back bend, called Ardha Chandrasana or Ardha Chakrasana. Then again slowly keep your body straight, Pranamasana above to the head, and bring them together at your chest, called Anahata Pranamasana. Then slowly lift your both the arms with inhalation, and very slowly with exhalation wide your arms to the sides and bring them together down at your thighs, and take a slow deep inhalation exhalation by keeping your legs wide and by keeping your hands locked behind the body. And after finishing your sun salutations, it is better to give a small pause to relax your breath. So our next exercises will be our Tadasana series. So yoga is basically very simple and very easy that can be performed by anyone. So in this Tadasana series also, just you can observe the simplicity in the practices. So here, keep your body straight. Then in between your both the legs, you can close the distance, or you can keep a small distance for your balance sake. Then after that, wide your both the arms to the sides. Then very slowly lift your both the arms up, Hasta Uttanasana. Then after that, slowly interlock your fingers, twist your interlocked arms against the head. Then once pull yourself up. So if you have still good balance in the same posture, you can lift your heels also, or you can stand straight on the feet and few seconds stay, but in any angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly keep your heels down. Then turn your palms inside towards the head. Then very slowly keep them down on the head for a small relaxation. Then very slowly wide your both the arms. Then attach them towards the thighs and take a long, slow and deep inhalation and exhalation. And in this same series, we have next posture called Tiriyak Tadasana, simple turning Tadasana posture. So basically these Tadasanas are very good in the morning, after drinking water, when you perform these postures, so it will relieve from the constipation. Then here, coming to the Tiriyak Tadasana, in between your legs create any distance. Then wide your both the arms and slowly lift your both the arms up and interlock them and twist and completely pull yourself up. Then towards your right side, turn the body and stay for a while without holding the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly come back with inhalation and turn your hands down. Once feel the relaxation and take a long pause. Then same exercise opposite side again. Lift your both the arms after interlock your hands after twist it up. Then very slowly turn your body towards your alternate side and few seconds to stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly come back with inhalation. Then slowly turn your palms down and slowly rest your hands, and then after that wide your both the arms and breathe out and slowly keep them down. And few seconds lock your hands back, a long, slow and deep inhalation and exhalation required after every posture, or whenever the breathing required in between the postures also, you can feel that deep inhalations and exhalations. But please remember, in between the posture to posture, when you want rotate your shoulders, or when you want just relax your head, please do that. It's also very good in the what we call post stretches. Right, and now coming to Tadasana 3 called Parshva Tadasana. It's a side bending posture. In between your both the legs create any good distance. Then after that, slowly lift your both the arms up and interlock your fingers and twist your interlock arms completely up. Then towards your right side, according to your flexibility, according to your convenience, you can bend at any degree angle. And few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and slowly come back 10. And very slowly rest your both the hands for a while relaxation. For the same posture, opposite side again, slowly lift your both the arms up once, completely pull yourself up. Then towards your alternate side, bend and stay in Parshva Tadasana, and few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Then very slowly come back, relaxation again. And slowly turn your hands inside and rest your hands on the head. Then very slowly lift your both the arms and wide them and slowly close them together towards your thighs, and slowly interlock your hands back, and few seconds feel that deep inhalations and exhalations. So in this row, we have next fourth posture called Udara Kara Asana. Udara means abdomen, Kara means hands. So twisting of the abdomen with the support of the hands called Udara Kara Asana. So here also in between your both the legs create a comfortable distance. Then after that take a long, slow and deep inhalation and exhalation. Then very slowly lift your both arms forward. Then towards your right side turn your hands. From there slowly turn the body as max as possible. Then slowly try to see the opposite side hands finger if possible. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Then very slowly come back with inhalation. Then slowly keep your both the hands down. Again long and slow and deep inhalation and exhalation. Again reset your hands and legs. Then same exercise opposite side. Then slowly lift your both the arms, Udara Kara Asana, and completely turn towards your left side. Then from there still push your body and abdomen to turn back and try to see your opposite side finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Then slowly come back with inhalation. Alright, then after that slowly keep your both the hands down. Take a long, slow and deep inhalation and exhalation. So in this Tadasana we have last two postures. One is Sarpasana and second one is Kati Chakrasana or Kati Vakrasana. So here first gently sit on the knees. So take care of your hand positions and take care of your lower back. If you have already lower back pain or neck pain strain, first observe and do one very simple posture. Now coming to plank posture style. Then here keep your body slant. Then towards your right side turn the body and head. Try to see the alternate leg heel for a while. Stay without holding the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly come back with inhalation and few seconds take relaxation. Again long and slow and deep inhalation, exhalation. And in this fifth posture opposite side same exercise coming to almost Dandasana variation. It's a simple Sarpasana. Then towards your opposite side completely turn your head and try to see the alternate leg heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Then slowly come back. Again few seconds stay relaxation on the knees or Vajrasana or any convenient comfortable posture. And long and deep and slow inhalation and exhalation. So in this row we have last exercise, sixth posture called Kati Chakrasana or Kati Vakrasana. So if you have like weak ankles or weak foot, so still if you have weak knees, weak joints or lower back strains, do not immediately perform these exercises. And first coming to like deep squatting posture called Malasana. Then from here adjust your legs, adjust your dress and adjust your mat. Then towards your right side turn your body by bending your left knee down towards the floor, towards your alternate leg toes, and turn your body. By turning try to press your abdomen with your above thigh and above knee and few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and very slowly come back with inhalation. Then one quick relaxation. Take a long, slow, deep inhalation, exhalation. The same exercise opposite side. Turn towards your left side by touching your above leg toe with your below knee and press your abdomen with your above thigh and knee and few seconds stay without holding the breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 relaxation. Then slowly come back. Then again few seconds rest on the knees or rest in any comfortable posture, butterfly movement or knee turns or any convenient comfortable relaxation positions. Alright. So after finishing your yoga poses, it is also recommended to drink a sip of water before performing your pranayama exercises. And now coming to pranayama practices, like yesterday, we are doing similar two practices. One is Kapalabhati and second one is Surya Bhedana pranayama. Alright, and now keep your posture straight, erect in any convenient, comfortable posture, lotus or half lotus or Vajrasana or any convenient posture. And few seconds concentration on your breath. So throughout these pranayama practices, you can choose any concentration point. You can concentrate on your eyebrow center, or you can concentrate on your breath, or you can internally make your chanting also, but try to be at convenient one single point. Alright, coming to pranayama sloka and pranayama mantra, and long slow deep inhalation exhalation. Om Kesavaya Swaha, Om Madhavaya Swaha, Om Narayanaya Swaha, Om Adya Samadhi Tatpala Siddhyardham Asana Purvakan Pranayamadin Karishye. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. So in other words, it's saying that the purpose of this pranayama and yoga practices not only meant for the physical health or material wealth. So we have a different but a peculiar goal called spiritual upliftment. So for that we have to be take care of the physical body and the mind and our life affairs also. So it's all come because of the teachers' teachings as well as our self-discipline. So coming to practices Kapalabhati. So here it is saying that Kapalabhati is also saying that Kapa Dosha Visoshini. As it is mentioned in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. So Vastrava Loha Karasya Racha Purau Sasambhramau Kapalabhatir Vikyata Kapa Dosha Visoshini. And for the Surya Bhedana pranayam also, it's a very important pranayam in making of immunity. It's also saying in the Hatha Yoga Pradipika called Kapala Sodhanam Vata Doshagnam Krimi Dosha Hrut Punah Ridam Karyam Surya Bhedana Uttamam. And it's saying that Vata Doshagnam, especially these two practices, Kapalabhati and Surya Bhedana, will be able to create good balance in between the three doshas inside the body. Glue, inside wind, as well as inside biles. These three important factors run the body. It's also, if it will be imbalanced, it's called as dosha. Okay, coming to practices, Kapalabhati 30 strokes. So here keep your position straight. Now first 10 strokes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again deep slow inhalation and exhalation. Second 10 strokes, the same medium pace. So do not run fast if you have blood pressure issues or throwing issues. And second spell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again deep slow inhalation, exhalation. And third last spell starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again deep slow inhalation and exhalation. Few seconds break after Kapalabhati to perform the next exercise, pranayam called Surya Bhedana pranayam. Surya Bhedana pranayam here, right nostril called as sun, left nostril called as moon. It's a small what we call spiritual application part. Throughout the practice in Surya Bhedana pranayam, we should inhalation with the right nostril, should be exhale with the left nostril. So right hand last two fingers and right hand thumb out, as a pranayama mudra to close and open the nostrils. So here close your left nostril and inhalation with your right nostril, and slowly completely breathe out with the left nostril. Again inhalation with the right nostril, and slowly completely breathe out with the alternative nostril. Again third count inhalation, and exhalation with the alternative nostril. Fourth inhalation with the right nostril, and completely breathe out with the alternative nostril. Last inhalation with the right nostril, and last exhalation with the opposite side nostril. Alright, keep your hand down. Soon after finishing your pranayama practices, you can choose some more time to do point towards the dharana practices. But right after this total yoga workout, again few minutes take out the time for to do power nap or to do yoga nidra abhyas. After finishing your yoga practices, at least give 10 minutes to 15 minutes time to take bath, further 5 minutes time to take breakfast. In the afternoon, before your lunch, see all the possibilities, take a power nap, so it will improve the productivity and it will regenerate the body. As well as in the evening, after finishing your all the works, office works, garden work and sports work, again create half an hour time to do yoga exercise, self yoga practices. Include one back bending exercise as well as include one inverted posture also. So on Monday when we are meeting here, the same place, same timing, we are seeing still more applications in the Ayurveda and the yoga. Taking care everyone. Thanking you all to giving me this opportunity. All of you please do yoga, and all of you please stay away from the bad habits also. Thanking you all.